Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading for serious tarot people. And the reason it is on your screen. You don't see a lot of stuff there. Good, clear design, 5 cards every day, 365, holidays or not, doesn't make any difference. You get the 5 cards, you get the basic information, and then we get to the tarot. Tarot is the science of potential. I have never, and I've done tarot for 20 years, astrology for 50. I have never seen with any consistency tarot predict anything. That's not what tarot is good at. Tarot is the science of potential. You take a look at the 5 cards, you get the energy, the frequency, and then you see whether or not it applies to your life. And it's not going to apply to everybody. As I've said many times, you take 100 people, just as an example. Take 100 people. At every reading, you probably get 10 to 20 people, 10 to 20%. That's it. The other 80, 90%, it's a nice reading and it's helpful, but it really doesn't hit me between the eyes. That's okay. That's normal. That's normal. It'd be like if you were doing astrology and you were talking about Aries or Sagittarius or Virgo, or you do a reading for any one of those signs, most of the people it's going to miss, because there is so much diversity in every single sign. Plus, of course, you have to take into account the time you're born, where the house structure is, where the moon, the north node, the ascendant are, what houses the planets. I mean, there's so many things that you are not going to connect in a very strong, powerful way with everybody. Not even close to everybody. That's fine. I would be suspicious of anything that claimed that it fits everybody. 10%, maybe 20% on a good day. That's okay. You tune in tomorrow, pick up on the frequency. Maybe tomorrow it connects with you. Or next week or next month or whatever. It will connect. When it does, you run like hell. I mean, you run like hell towards your future. There's a door opening up there for you. A doorway to understanding, a doorway to possibility, a doorway to potential. But even with every reading, there should be something that you can pull from it that'll help you out in your life somehow. That's the idea. I want to inspire you. I don't want to pander to you. I want to inspire. So, here are the 5 cards. That's all you're going to see. No distractions. The 5 cards. Close your eyes. Get into a meditative state. Middle card is the Oracle card. It sets the mood. Today, it's Truth Be Told. The number up on the left-hand side kind of thing, kind of center left sort of. Anyway, it's 14. 1 is beginnings, 4 is stability. And the 1 and 4 together make a 5. That means you are looking to find some level of stability in your life. And how are you going to do that? You're going to tell yourself the truth. In fact, if you look at the card, you see that there is a mask upon which the owl is standing. And it's holding open a window. So what it's saying is you are opening yourself up to truth. In some area of your life, you have been lying to yourself because it's more comfortable. I know over the last several years, I've had a rude awakening like many other people. I was aware of shenanigans, we'll call it, and that's an understatement. But with deception, with the assassination of JFK, I was alive at the time. I saw it, in fact, on TV. And it made me wonder even then. And then, of course, when his brother got assassinated, Martin Luther King got assassinated, John Lennon got assassinated, there was kind of a thread there. They lied to us about Vietnam. There's this buildup of bullshit. By the time I hit 9/11, I was fully into the conspiracy idea. And I haven't changed. The last 4 years have solidified it. So for me, making this transition to a kind of reality has been tricky, but not difficult. For other people, they still can't get there. They still can't get, because to admit it to themselves means that everything that they've believed has to be torn down. They're standing on quicksand. They know it, but, they don't want to admit it. They haven't tuned in to the truth that is beating them up inside, and they still resist. The meme for today is, the truth is much deeper than where most people care to swim. And that's what you're seeing in the world today. With all the bullshit stuff that's being thrown around, number one, the primary goal is to upset us. Now we begin to divide over stupid, silly things for the most part. And there's so much coming at you that you're overloaded, that you can't see the forest for the trees. You can't separate artificial from real. You're aware of this on at least a subconscious level, but you don't want to go any deeper. Again, the meme, the truth is much deeper than where most people care to swim. You're being given an opportunity to tune into the truth. A truth that will free you up, that will empower you, but will also require responsibility and discipline. Oh no, responsibility and discipline, those are the things I avoid. Well, here's your chance to stop avoiding and act like an adult. We go all the way to the left. We have the devil card. Now, we all have a light and dark side. We all have an angel and a devil. As nice as your angel is, that's as evil as the devil side. Alrighty? Night and day. That's in all of us. So very often we find ourselves in our escapist mentality, always blaming the devil. The devil, that's Satan's. No, it is resonating with something in you that you cannot or will not control. The devil, in truth, is bondage. It's addiction. It's our dark side. And so the truth is that the battle with the devil is always an inside job. We love to point fingers at other people. But remember, if you take a look at your hand, when you point that one finger, you have 3 more pointing at you. And that's the thing that we all forget. Now, I'm not saying that you have to forget and forgive, and I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is be truthful. Wrong is wrong. But don't worry about necessarily, although from time to time that may happen, don't worry about pointing fingers at other people. Point the finger at yourself. Remember, the truth is much deeper than where most people care to swim. We're cowards. We're fearful. The fact that we're in the shape that we're in tells us that we're fearful cowards. Oh, don't scare me, I gotta get safety. Ben Franklin said, if you give up your freedom for safety, you don't deserve either. And boy, have we given up our freedom. Have we given up our freedoms just for this illusion of safety, which is turning out to be our prison? That's the devil. The next card over is the Wheel of Fortune. It is time in your life to make a decision. Are you going to tune into the truth, or are you going to continue to avoid it? You can. Remember, I said tarot is the science of potential. You can potentially free yourself. In exchange, you have to be responsible. You have to be disciplined. You got to stand up like an adult. We have a tough time with that. And the people in power on the whole planet, they depend on our being cowards. because that's what gives them the power. So they keep scaring us, keep scaring us, keep scaring us. A pandemic, a war, a pandemic, a war, a pandemic, a war. So, let's go to the next card. This one is the one that I really enjoy quite a bit. It's the Empress, fertility, protection, abundance. That's what the potential is when you start to free yourself, when you tune into the truth. You begin to see it resonate in your life. It's a positive thing. Yes, initially it's scary because it calls for discipline and responsibility, but you can get used to that just as easily as you can get used to the negative things too. The removal of your freedom, the censoring of information, telling you that you're going to have nothing and like it. You can walk away from that. But it's your choice. And the next card is the Chariot card. Chariot card I really love because it talks about self-direction, talks about self-control, talks about focus, talks about willpower. Remember I said responsibility, discipline. That's what the Chariot is all about. In this card, he shows that the two Sphinx dogs, whatever these things are, he has no harness on them. He is leading them with his intentions. He is leading them with his purpose. He is leading them with his will. Doesn't need to force anything. He just needs to get straight himself. He just needs to do the focusing stuff. He needs to be able to use his willpower, self-control. It's not simply pointing fingers at other people. First and foremost, tell yourself the truth. Tune in to the truth. Again, the truth is much deeper than where most people care to swim. It's frightening. It's scary. But it's your only salvation. And time is running out. That's the reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another Tao Manifested reading. Between now and the next time you and I do it, together. Peace and blessings.